Here we go. All right, everyone, welcome back to Breslov Efrat here at Shira David. Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem, another beautiful day here in Eretz Yisrael. Baruch Hashem. And we had a nice, beautiful minyan today. Baruch Hashem. And I was very lucky yesterday to be able to go, schus to go to see Reb Chaim.
How is it?
Where'd you see him?
In the hospital.
In Karen?
No, he's in Shari Tzedek.
What happened to you?
He had a heart attack.
Oh, wow.
Or he was responsive, he knew you,
He very,
all right.
no problem. And they
Could've
explained to
given
him.
shear.
Huh?
He could have given shear.
I don't know if he was going to do that, but we spoke about what we're learning now, and he enjoyed it it was very good. It was very good. Baruch Hashem. It was very good. Baruch Hashem. Okay, so anyway, so we always learn for the well-being for the chayalim and the chatufim and the pisuim, right? The soldiers, the captives, and the injured. HaKadosh Baruch Hu should show everybody a lot of mercy, and all of Jews all around the world need a lot of mercy from Hashem now. Amen. And we should hear good news. Okay, we're learning. Amen. Okay, we're learning now Hilchos in Likutey Halachos. Of course, with Siyata Deshmaya, Hilchos Kriyas HaTorah, and we're in Halacha Vav Yud Beis today. So 6:12. Right. So we learned this beautiful concept yesterday, and we're gonna develop it a little further today. That we know that there's a concept of in the 10 spheros.
My next batch.
There are not 11 spheros. There are 10. Right. There are 10 spheros. Right. So there's Chachma, Bina, Daas, Chesed, Gvura, Tveres, Netzach, Chod, Yesod, and Malchus. But sometimes it goes Keser, Chachma, Bina, Chesed, Gvura. And you drop the Das and you exchange the Das with the Keter. Okay, there's a system. You ever hear that system? All right, no, you never heard that? All right, no. Sometimes you refer to as Yossi, you must have heard that, right? You can replace Keser with Das. So we explained yesterday something so amazing that you really it's the Das that can be Mesake in the Chachma and the Bina, right? So how does it work? The Das knows the outcome of all of the developments of Chachma and Bina, and Das says to Chachma and Bina, hey, what are you doing? We tried this before and it didn't work out too good. So why do you want to do this again? Right? You understand? Das can be the sphere that can help the Chachma and the Bina, right? We spent that yesterday. We learned that yesterday, right? And that's why we said that the Das can bring the person up higher than the Chachma, which is the Keter. Because the Das, you understand it?
Okay.
No, let me explain. Reb Chaim's example that he always likes to use to explain this is, you learn colors, right? You learn colors. You learn red and green and blue and all the different colors, right? Now you have colors, okay. Then you go to school, and they tell you, green means to go, red means to stop, and so on. You can process what you do, right? And then the Das is actually using it, right? You have information, you process the information, and then you have the product that comes from it is the Das. You understand? Right? For example, you have a computer, has data, right? You have the data. So the computer processes the data to give you the answer. Right? So the answer is the Chachma, Bina, the Das is the answer. We'll call it the answer. Okay, it's not the answer, but we'll call it that for that. Okay? Now, so sometimes the answer comes back to the information and the processing and say, hey, wait a second. You guys are figuring out something here right now, but we did this before and it didn't work out too good. Right? We did this before. I remember I came about because of your calculation. But this calculation didn't lead us to a good place. You follow that? So therefore, Das can be misaken, the Chachma and the Bina. Do you follow this? It's a very deep concept. I'm trying to explain it
What's the word Misakim?
To fix, can repair. It can be. It can make a repair. It can repair the chachma and the bina, and therefore the das can bring the person higher. Right. So let's see now. Yud days. Okay. We'll see now. Nimsa sheike hu shmiras hadas. The main thing is to watch your das. The main thing is to watch your das. And how did we say? We said that we have the shalish prusais in the mind. But we're learning that on Erev Shabbos. Remember, you have the three. Okay, we have to watch again what we see, because whatever we see goes into the mind, and then we have the koyach hamedama, the imagination. So the imagination starts with. Now we said that there are three quadrants in the mind, three partitions in the mind that hold back all of the immoral thoughts, to hold them back, right? Remember that? Remember we learned that, right? Okay, and so that's the three that we're talking. So now the main thing is to watch the das, because if you watch the das, which is the byproduct that comes from chachma and bina, sheyadei mitis seif hadava. You know the end result. The das knows the end result. What's going to happen? The das already knows what's going to happen. Chachma and bina is working it out. They're still processing it. But das says, I have experience. I know already. It didn't work. Why are we going to do this again? You failed with this. Why are you going down that road again? You can save yourself from the depths of the traps that are so deep. You can, mama, save yourself if you use your das in the right way. Right? Well, let's call it experience, life experience, right? The das is experience. So you know already, if I think this way, it's going to lead me down the wrong. It's going to lead me down the wrong path. If I look at this thing, it's going to lead me to think the wrong thing, lead me down the wrong path. So why should I do that? Do you follow?
I have a simple story that kind of, I think, connects with this. It was a little girl who was very sweet and lovable and pleasant. And and the parents would be waking her up every morning with hugs and kisses and all that kind of stuff. And then one morning they gave her a radio, and she started waking up to the radio and the news and all that kind of stuff. And she just changed completely. She wasn't a sweet little girl anymore. So the parents, using their da'at, their experience, realized this is not good. We need to go back to what we were doing.
Take away the radio.
Take away the radio, and start waking her up with
Smartphone.
Well, it's the same thing, right? Parents give their kids smartphones. They wonder why they get in trouble. Well, no, it won't be my kid, right? Everyone says, no, my kid. That's the neighbor's kid. Now, my kid will be fine. He'll be okay, right? That's what parents say.
Yeah.
And then they realize, that didn't work out good. So usually the first kid is the scapegoat, right? The second kid already used the das already to figure out, hey, that didn't work out too good. Let's change things, right?
Scapegoat.
What?
The second scapegoat.
Well, yeah, and then the third,
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're learning if you use the das properly, you can save all of it. You can save it.
Well, then you have to have the courage.
Sheikah lahatzeles atzmai hu al yedei pinimius hadas sheyodea emes ki Hashem hu elokim v'also lanu b'tayrosai laharir. Right, and the Torah said you can't. Torah teaches us what we're supposed to think about, what we're not supposed to think about. Right. V'yedei ze yodea livli lahaskil. Right, livli lahaskil lachshav klal, to not think, go down that path, thinking the wrong things. You follow? You understand? Because you know already. If I think it's going to lead me to do the wrong thing, it's going to lead me into things that I'm not going to be proud of, that Hashem is not going to be proud of me of. You understand? So why should I even start? Do you follow? Yeah. Umasha nase imay memela roitim acharav hamachshavos rois ba'atzman al yistakel al ze klal. Even though what?
No, that's not.
No,
Even
they're cooking too much.
Oh, cooking, it's a heat. Yeah. Okay. So
He took care of it.
what? Okay, so look, so now we have another thing here. He says now, but you have all the time these machshavos rois that are running after the person, right? That are trying to get in. We said, where did these machshavos come from? Averis that we did. That's why it's so important that we do tshuva.
And that's bad to have those machshava ra'ot during machloket, certainly. I mean, if you're engaged in...
Well, machloket is not good anytime.
No, that's not good, right. But,
right.
Okay, and it's bad to have if you're...
No, but we said that these show up during our tefillah, right? We said that we have the in the morning we have that the kelev, right? And we said in the afternoon in mincha time we have the chamor, and then we have the nates at night, right? The nates is the hawk, right? So we said there's a spiritual dog that attacks us during our tefillah shachrit, and mincha comes a donkey, a chamor, right? And then a nates, a hawk. A hawk comes at nighttime, right? And that's coming from all of our mistakes. But look, wait, al yistakal al zekla, don't pay attention to it. Again, we learned the concept. You can only think of one thought at a time, right? You can't think of two thoughts at the same time. So just change the thought, right? Stop thinking about it, change the thought. But don't try to stop the thought, because the Rebbe says if you try to stop the thought, it's going to get stronger. Right? Try to push it away, it'll get stronger. But if you change the thought, it can be successful, right? Like we said yesterday, we spoke, but it's good to say it again. Last week in the Parsha, Yaakov finally meets up with Esav, right? And they kind of work things out, and Esav says, hey, let's travel together. Let's travel together. So Yaakov says, well, he didn't say no. He says, oh, you go ahead. You go ahead, and I'll catch up to you. I'll catch up to you. Not now. not just yet. You understand? He didn't tell him no. That's the same idea as this.
That's what they say. You shouldn't say, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
No, I'd say to the answer, okay. Okay, but not now.
But not now.
No, later. Later.
You said to your leg, said that he was running in the marathon.
Yeah.
And towards the end, the last kilometer, his leg, mamash, it doesn't work. I tell you, the pain is incredible. It started, the muscles don't work. It's cramping. So he says, look, he looks at the leg, he goes, I'll get to you. Okay, I'm going to get to you.
In 1 kilometer. We're talking then. We'll
We'll deal with it later. You just keep going. Same idea. Amazing, Mamish, right? It's amazing. Just stop. Don't stop. V'yasa atzmai ke'ena yadeya. Make I don't know. Listen, we'll deal with this. We'll get to it. I don't know. V'al yistakel la'acharav kol. Don't look back. Don't look back. Forget it. Just keep going forward. Don't look back. This is amazing psychology, right? This is truly amazing psychology to understand the way the mind works. It's fascinating.
If you look back, you turn to salt.
Yeah. Kamuva mizeh harbe b'devar v'kedoshim. And the Rebbe spoke about a lot about this in lesson in 72, in 233. V'ef shel levar kol zeh rak shetzarich lahaven atzmai eich livroich ayidei hadas mikol machshavos rois. You have to understand how to use the das. To no, wait a second. You're starting to think about this again? No, stop. It's not going to work. I don't want to deal with this again. The das can help fix the chachma and the bina. You follow the concept? The experience says, no, this is not good. I know this is not good. We went down this path before. It didn't work out good. Why do we have to put ourselves through this agony again? Right? And that's through the koyach of the tzaddikim that know how to fight with the Yetzer Hara, right? And they're teaching us how to deal with this, because we know the greater the tzaddik, the greater the Yetzer Hara, right? The greater you are, the greater the Yetzer Hara is, right? Right? The Gemara says when the tzaddik and the rasha, they'll both start crying when they go to the next world. The tzaddik will cry. Why? Because they'll show him that he had such a Yetzer Hara. It was a big mountain. It was a big mountain, and he was able to overcome it. How was I able to do that? He cries, and the Rasha starts to cry because they show him he had such a little Yetzer Hara. It was like a hair in the milk that you just flick out. And he goes, well, why couldn't I overcome that? You understand? Amazing. Mamish amazing. Al pi darkei atzoisav v'hischaskusai shemeshiv kol nefesh b'shiva mishivi tam me'ein soif ad ein tachlis. Listen, everybody can process this in a different way. Everybody understands this in a different way in their own lives. Right? So you're learning the tools here. You can use the advice is you use the Daas. Use your life's experience, the Daas, to overcome any kind of thoughts. You have a thought that you don't like that's coming in, that's bothering you. So just think about something else. Don't pay attention. Don't look back. Oh, why did I have that thought? Who cares? It's in the past. Don't engage it anymore. Just stop. Cease and desist. Right? Stop. Get away from it. Does it make sense? We understand that?
Yes. More than.
But this is very practical.
Yeah.
This is a very practical thing that you can use every single day because you get these thoughts that come into your mind that you don't know how to deal with. Also, I can use the Das, the outcome of everything that happened, and I can use that experience to overcome any negative thoughts. Okay.
It's more than practical.
Yeah.
It is your life.
Yeah.
You're changing your life by which thought you allow in and which one you use
Exactly.
to fix.
Exactly. Right, but people think that they can't control their thoughts. People think that they're a slave to their thoughts. Right? This is what I'm thinking. I have to give in to it. Right? Okay, but we don't have to do that. Right? We got that now? Okay. All right, let's go to Yud Gimel. Here we go. Ve'ikar shmiras hadas hu al yedei haTorah kedosha. Here we go. The main das is through the Torah. Right? Through the Torah. Right, like we'll give you another example. We had last week in the parsha, right? Esav the Sar Shal Esav attacks Yaakov, right? He attacks him, right? He wanted to kill him, right? He wanted to kill him, right? Did you ever think why didn't he start with Avram? How come he waited all the way to Yaakov? Why didn't he attack Avram Avinu? You never hear that the Sar Shal Esav attacked Avram. The angel, right? You never heard of an angel attacking Avram. You never heard of an angel attacking Yitzchak. Why is he attacking Yaakov? You ever think of that question? No? Good question?
But Esav was the son of Yitzchak. So
Yeah.
he was trying to be the best son. So and he overcome. Yitzchak couldn't see Esav.
Yeah.
And also, Esav didn't turn bad till Abraham was.
I know,
passed
but
away.
okay, but the angel was already around before. He wasn't around, right? The same way Amalek was around before Amalek was born too, right? He in the spiritual world he was already there. So there's a very good answer to that, right? We know. Well, let's do this. Let's take the Mishnah in Pirkei Avos, the second Mishnah. It says al sholosh amudim ha'olam oimed al Torah va'avoda va'gemilas chasadim. Right? Now, isn't that order backwards?
Can you please translate?
I'll explain it to you. It said the Mishnah says that the world stands on three pillars:
Right.
the pillar of Torah, the pillar of avoda, of service of Hashem, and the pillar of kindness. But really, kindness was Avraham Avinu. He's first, right? And we know that the service of God, the avoda, is Yitzchak Avinu, right? And Yaakov Avinu is Torah. So why is it backwards? It's very simple. Same answer. Here we go. A person can pray, right? He can pray. Like you could see Reformed temples all around America, right? They have their lady rabbi, the rabbanit, right? And then they drive to shul. The parking lots are full. What comes from those people, right? Most of them are married to non-Jews, right? They say now that the intermarriage rate in America is now 90%.
90%?
Up to 90% now. That means out of every 10 people, 9 people intermarry. Huh?
Disaster.
No, that's more than that. It's worse than Nazi Germany.
It's worse than, yeah.
Worse. It's worse.
Shoah Shketa.
Yeah, it's worse, right?
Very dangerous.
Okay, but then now, okay, wait a second. Then you have all these other Jews, right, that support the UJA and all the hospitals and all of their, they're philanthropists, right? If they don't have Torah, it doesn't get anywhere, right? What happens to them? It's only through Torah. If you have Torah and you have Tefillah and you have Gemilas Chasadim, you'll last. You'll be everlasting. You understand? If you have Torah, that's why we're saying here that Daas is dependent on Torah. It's not dependent on Gemilas Chasadim. It's not dependent on your kindness and your charitable acts. Although that's very important. No one's going to right. Tzedakah is a great mitzvah. Oh. No question, right? And there's no one, and it's not saying it's dependent on tefillah. No, it's dependent on Torah.
So this is why he had to fight Yaakov, because
that's why Yaakov is Torah. Yaakov is emes. Emes is Torah, right? Titin emes liYaakov. Emes is Torah. So Yaakov Avinu, the Yisar Shalesa, fights with Yaakov because I got to get rid of Torah. I can allow Jews to do charity, and I can allow Jews to pray, no problem. But I can't allow them to learn Torah, because then they'll overpower me. Right? Torah is the thing that overpowers. You understand the extent? That's why the Sar Shal Esav attacked Yaakov and not Yitzchak and not Avram Avinu. Does that make sense?
he wasn't threatened by it.
He didn't feel exactly. All right, so here we go. So, Ikka Shmiras Hadas Hu Ayedei HaTorah Kedosha Shenitna Ayedei Moshe Rabbeinu Shehu Bechinas Das Kemuva. Moshe Rabbeinu himself is the idea as the Das, right? Ki Hu Haidia Lanu Tachlis Seif Hadas Amiti. He taught us the true Das. Moshe Rabbeinu taught us Torah Shebal Peh, Torah Shebiksav. He gave us Torah Shebiksav and Torah Shebal Peh. The true Das. All the information that we need. Right? That even Moshe Rabbeinu didn't even realize when Rabbi Akiva was darshaning the Tagim of the Torah, right? He was darshaning all of the different crowns on the Torah. Moshe Rabbeinu was looking at it and he asked Hashem, what's he learning? Right? The Gemara says that. What's he learning? Hashem says he's learning your Torah. He says, I don't know what it is. No, but it came from your Torah. You understand how deep the Torah is. Everything is found in the Torah. Shehu lekayim ha'torah v'mitzvos v'levalois yameinu al zeh. We should swallow our days up with Torah. Just study more Torah and do more mitzvos and more tefillah. Everything. Swallow your days as much Torah as you can grab in. Whatever you can grab in. Shayadei nitzoylin mikol ra. You can be saved from all bad things. Torah can be matzil a person from all bad things. The eye has never seen what great things are waiting for a person that studies Torah. Right? We see that, right? Does anyone want to say anything on this? Does anyone disagree with this? Any comments? No? Yes, you want to say something?
No, I mean, it sounds like that's the antidote, which is to learn Torah.
Well, the Chazal say, Barasi Yetzirah, Barasi Torah Tavlin. Right? Barasi Yetzirah. Hashem says, I made the Yetzirah, and I made the antidote for the Yetzirah is Torah. Yeah. Right? That's what Chazal say. You heard that before.
Just on the kind of Torah.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a source for this, but it seems like the Tavlin is, yes, it's good, come and learn now and things like that, but really it's Gemara. Gemara is really the
He
Tavlin.
says Torah. Torah is all aspects. Torah is Pardes. Pshat, Remes, Drus, Sod. You need Pardes. Yeah. You need the Pardes of Torah. It's not the guys that say it's only Gemara. No, they're wrong.
Not to be like live up crazy, just more like because you defiled your brain with such foreign thoughts. The antidote to that is to really try to break your teeth and brain in a Gemara.
I understand, but this is for all levels, right? So you can have a guy that's just starting and he's breaking his teeth on Chumash and Rashi.
Yeah.
So that's his learning. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Another guy is learning Tanakh. Okay, great. He wants to learn Nach. Torah.
I want to say something.
Yeah, please, come on, Torah, yes.
Rabbi Milubavitch, he did his degree in France, in Paris, in Sorbonne.
Yeah.
Rav Kook, he also
No, I had no degree.
he had no degree, but
He didn't go to
But
college.
there's something about opening your mind. In other words, I don't know, but having a perspective of life and bringing it back into Torah. So
Yeah.
So it's but what I'm saying, Chochma Bagoim Ta'amin. What do
Yeah,
you do with
yeah.
that?
No, there's no one saying there's no Chachma Bagayim. Why? There's no one saying that. No one's saying there's no Chachma Bagayim, but he's telling you if you want to fit, again, it all works based on the Koyach HaMedama, the imagination in the mind. So if you go with the premise Yesh Chachma Bagayim and you go to university and all of that and you fill your mind with that, the problem is the professor teaching you is probably a menuvel and a mushkas, right? The professor, right? So then you're getting that from him. But if you're learning Torah, you're studying Torah, and you're learning from the tzaddikim, right? You're learning Torah's Moshe, you're learning Gemara, you're learning Shulchan Aruch, you're learning from the Ramah, Rabbi Yosef Karo, or you're learning Kids Shulchan Aruch from Rav Gansfi. Whatever you're learning from people that are holy, right? So you get more kedusha inside of you, right? Yeah.
And we talked about that when Einstein met Rav Kook. We talked about
Yeah, we spoke about that. Yeah, we saw. No, so there was a great Rabbi Rav Pincus from Ofakim. You heard of Rav Pincus? Rav Shimshon David Pincus. So he wrote, huh?
I just guided his great grandson, and he wanted to go to the Kever.
Okay,
I was like,
it's great. No. So he wrote beautiful svar. Beautiful svar. I love his svar.
his tapes though are still out there.
His tapes are out there, but his svarim are beautiful also.
Who?
Rav Kook. No, Rav Shimshon David Pincus. He was talking about Rav Kook, yeah. So he said like this, he said, we have the mitzvah today of Mechias Amalek. This will help your answer, okay, what you were saying. You have the mitzvah of Mechias Amalek. But that means to blot out Amalek. You got to get rid of Amalek, right? You got to get rid of. It's a mitzvah upon us today, but we can't. We live in a society today that even if they told you who Amaleki was, you knew for certain this guy is an Amaleki. You can't kill him. So what do you do? So he says like this. So Rav Pincus writes, unbelievable. He says Amalek tries to get to your mind. That's what we're learning here. To your Daas. Amalek tries to get into your Daas, into your information in your mind. He gets into your mind. So what does Amalek do? They try to get you to pick up a novel, to pick up the newspaper, to pick up a journal, to pick up a magazine, and read. Why? Because he explains. This is Rav Pincus' explanation. It's not mine. He says, when you have something that's written by somebody, when they're writing, the essence of the person is in the writing. The essence of the person is in the pen. Okay? Who the person is. All that makes up whatever makes up that person. Whatever that person is in totality. Whoever that person is, it's all what he's writing down. So when you're reading things that were written by people that are not Torah observant, that are not people that believe in God. So the problem is you're getting infected by that. And Amalek wants you to do that. Amalek wants you to get in. That's Amalek attacking us here today. Attacks us by saying, yeah, go to university. It's good. Go to university. Go to this. It's not bad. It's good. But then they get in, they infiltrate. You understand? That's how they infiltrate into us. So he says, anytime you have the opportunity to put down, you want to read something, and you don't. You don't pick up that article. You don't pick up you don't read that news thing. Whatever it is. Right? Whatever it is. You have that time, you want to read it. And you don't, you're mekayim the mitzvah mechias amalek. That's where Pink is from. I'll show it to you if you want me. I'll show you the inside. That's what he said. Because again, it's about the das.
would you say unless it's a practical application?
Oh, excellent, excellent.
I went to college.
Wait a second. So Pincus talks about that. Okay, let's go further. So he says, and what are you going to do if you tell me that someone's a doctor or a lawyer or an accountant or what have you, a professional, and he needs to read certain things for his parnasa?
Yeah.
Huh? So he said, so Pincus writes over there that if the person's ideas of making money is to be able to keep to support his family and to support Torah institutions and support charitable, real, true charities, to give money to Torah learning, to tzaddikim, to families that need the money. So he says, then you'll have a shmira from studying that. Because you need it for what? That's what you need for your parnasa. And that'll work. But if you just want to do it for your leisure, then it's going to attack you. Okay, does that make sense? Okay?
Another...
that's all Rav Pincus' idea. This is not my idea.
Deep point, which Rav Nachman speaks of, is basically the influence, the sensitivity that our soul has to foreign sources.
Yeah, that's right.
For example, music.
Yeah. Oh, music. We spoke about that. Yes, we learned that.
I mean, give me a break. What do you care? Or even a guy who's taking the non-Jewish music and putting it to pasuk or something. That's very, very dangerous. I mean, it's coming.
It is, and it is okay. The Balatanya was very big on that. The Balatanya was very big on taking Russian, march things, and he made it into nigunim. A lot of the nigunim from Chabad are actually Russian army songs and different things that they would marches or whatever that they would use, and he turned them. He was misaking them, right? But we said that music, the Olam Hanagina, is the highest world, right? We learned that, right?
You better be real careful about what music.
Who are you listening and who's singing?
So too with reading an article, I don't even know who. Meaning, like, what do I care who the guy who wrote it is? What do I care if he keeps Shabbos or not? Meaning that's not. I agree on his policy on Syria. So like, it's interesting to. So I want to read that, but like, the sensitivity that somehow I can't pinpoint, but gets into me.
And if you read it, so what happened? What did you accomplish? It's this guy that wrote it. It's his opinion. Do you ever know the real truth? Do you ever know the truth? You read an article, you listen to a news thing. It's that person's angle, what he wants you to believe, and he tells it to you in the way he wants you to understand it. Is it the truth? Most of the time? Is it?
Well, I listened to a share by a Jewish guy.
Yossi, if your son tells you, hey, Dad, today we were here and this and this and this, okay, you believe him. Right? Yossi, right? But if you're going to go listen to some guy, some politician that wrote something, right? That, he wants you to believe, he wants you to vote for him because you have the same view as him, right? Is that how it all works? Yeah. Okay, well, let's stay here. Let's try, okay. Nitzoylin, here we go, here. Okay, Shal Yadei Zed, Nitzoylin Mikora, V'zoichen L'mash Zoichen Ayin Loi Rosam. Okay, V'alkein. Tiknu kriyas ha-Torah betzibur b'sheni b'chamishi. Therefore, the rabbis instituted. Well, we said it was actually the Nevi'im, right? It was the Nevi'im of the Dora Midbar, right? The generation of the Midbar was the Nevi'im that saw that we were getting a little wary when we didn't have Torah for 3 days. We didn't have water, and we learned what is ein mayim ela Torah, right? Shelo yavru. 3 days shouldn't pass without Torah. And this is what we were learning, that you never go 3 days without Kriyat Torah, right? In other words, if you have Torah on Monday, then you have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you read the Torah. Then Friday, Shabbos, you read the Torah again. Sunday, no Torah, but Monday you read the Torah again, and so on. You never go 3 days without listening to the Torah. From the Torah reading itself. Okay? That way the 3 quadrants of the mind, right? The 3 sections of the mind should be prepared, should get constantly startled, maybe startled and restarted from hearing the Torah. I heard the Torah. The Torah. That's what's important. That's what's important. Not all this other stuff that I thought a moment ago that was important. I realize the Torah is important. Make sense, right? The main one you have to watch is Daas. The main one is Daas. The main one you have to watch is Daas, because Daas can help be mesaken, can help prepare. Daas can help prepare the Chachma and the Bina, right? And that's what we're going to learn. That's why the Daas is interchangeable with Keser, because Keser is higher than Chachma, right? Because Daas can bring me to a level of higher than Chachma and Bina, which is Keter. You understand? Keter is the highest, right? Okay, we got this, guys. We understand this. Okay, okay. So we'll stop over here at Yud Gimel. We'll pick up in Hashem Yud Dalet tomorrow. Let's do a halacha in Kitzur Shulchan Aruch.
Yud Dalet is what?
14.
14.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're learning in Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. We're in Siman Yud, which is Hilchas Tefillin. And today, here we go. Well, today we're up to Tes Vav. We're up to 15, David. Are we up to 15? In Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, I think we're up to 15. Yeah, okay. Here we go. This is a very practical halacha. Here we go, guys. Okay, you come to shul, and the Heiser as a tefillin, if nature tzarich lechlas a beis hakisei. Okay. Let's say you're in shul, you're davening, and then you feel the urge, you have to use the bathroom. You have to use the bathroom. Now, you don't take your tefillin into the bathroom. You take off your towels and tefillin, right? You take it off. Okay, when you come back and put them on, tzarich lachso levarech aleim. Oh, wait a second. You took them off. You went to the bathroom, so that means you certainly had hesed chadas, right? Because you couldn't be thinking about your tefillin when you're in the bathroom, right? Mm-hmm. So now when you come back, you got to make another blessing on the tefillin again.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes, you do. Tzarich lachso levarech aleim.
If it's less than 30 minutes, then you don't.
No. Okay, shechoizer manichin tzarich lachzor levarech aleim. What does that mean?
Yeah.
I didn't write that. Okay. Here, he has a note. No note.
No, it's a matter of when you say it.
Wait a second. But let's say you're in the section of Kriya Shema, right? You finished your shtabach, and you said the bracha of Yitzhar right? You're in that section, so there you're not allowed to be mafsik. You're not allowed to say something other than those tefillas, right? So when you come back from the bathroom, if you had to go then, when you come back, you continue. You put on your talis, you put on your tefillin, and you continue. Right? Dainu min birchas Yitzhar olahalan lo yafsik b'birchas shal tefillin ela yanichin b'loy brachas. Put them on without making the bracha. Ula'acha tefillah shmona esrei, and after tefillah shmona esrei yemashmesh b'hem v'yavarech aleim. What you do is you move them around, you move them a little bit, and then you move the yad a little bit, and then you can make the bracha of lahaniach tefillin, and the rosh, you make the bracha of al mitzvah tefillin again. Okay, Sfaradim don't make the bracha al mitzvah tefillin, and again, this is halachos of Ashkenaz. So I don't know, Sfarad maybe in Sfarad, I don't know the halacha in Sfarad. Okay, this is based on Ashkenaz. So Ashkenaz, okay, you come to shul. And in the middle of davening, you realize you have to use the restroom. So you take off your talis and tefillin. And with the talis, we said you don't have to make another bracha. The talis, you don't make the bracha if it's less than 30 minutes. Not the tefillin. That we learned, right? If you have the talis and you have in mind to put it right back on, so then you don't have to make the bracha again. But the tefillin is different than the talis, and the tefillin you do have to make the bracha on, and that's the halacha lemaisa. Why? Because really, talis you could take into the bathroom. We don't. But really, you wear your tzitzis in the bathroom, right? You take your tzitzis into the bathroom. Right. You really could take the talis into the bathroom. I just choose not to. But tefillin I cannot take into the bathroom under any circumstances, right? So therefore, tefillin, when you take them off, does it make sense now? You understand? Tefillin, when you take it off, again, if you want to put them back on, you make the bracha again. Okay? That's the halacha. I didn't, okay? This is...
So
this
also
is
any other circumstances where I would have as chadas, I need to make a bracha.
to take off the tefillin? What do you mean?
Well, you know, later in the day I want to put on the tefillin.
You make a bracha again.
Bracha.
And make the bracha again. Absolutely.
What if,
Or even guys that let's say the Hatzalah guys, they go out, they get a call, a middle of davening, they have to run out. They take off the talisman. When they come back, they make another bracha.
Right.
But not the Rabbeinu Tam.
Rabbeinu time you never make a bracha on. No, Rabbeinu time you never make a bracha on.
so if you have a blessing on your tali, sometimes people have it on the Torah, whatever
Yeah.
you call it.
Yeah.
Should you then not take that into the bathroom?
No, you can't. That exactly. Okay, excellent. Yeah. So he said he asked the question. He said that if you have, let's say, sometimes I don't know why they need to do that. They have to put the bracha on the tzad. I mean, if you're making that bracha so many times, why do you have to have it on the talis? I don't understand that. Right? You see, they put the bracha on the, but they don't write Hashem's name. And they don't write Hashem Elokeinu. They write it with a kuf, and they write yud, and they don't write yud kei vav kei. They put maybe just a hey with a thing, whatever they do something. So it's not, but really it's not proper to go into the bathroom with the talis. Either way, it's not proper. So that's why we don't do it. But you, if you had to go into the bathroom with your talis, you can. No problem. There's no problem with it. We just don't do it because of COVID. That's all. Okay? All right, I hope you understand this all, okay? And just remember now, the main thing is to watch the Daas. If you watch the Daas, then you can protect your Chokhmah and your Bina. How do you watch your Daas? Through learning Torah. Okay? Everyone have a wonderful day. Kol Tuv.